Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we have landed upon Gazlowe, one of my unironically favorite characters in the game, although my love for him kind of started out as a joke. He was a character that was always kind of memed on, kind of like how Murky and Probius are. I know I just defended the mains of those characters, but it's like, who do we need to put into this draft? Oh, I know, let's get Probius. That'll be funny. That's kind of how Gazlowe was. But he had slows, he had big wombo combos, he had fun, diverse builds that could interact with a lot of heroes in different ways, so I just kept joking, let's put Gazlowe in, I'll play Gazlowe, let's do it. Eventually, I got really good at the character. My friends actually let me play him sometimes, and I absolutely fell in love with this goblin. Excuse the lights, I'm still not feeling 100%. I have them dimmed a little bit. Also, I'm recording this at 3 in the morning, so if I get a little rambly, it's just because I'm tired, but I love this character so much and I want to be thorough. So he arrived into the game on March 13th, 2014. He was one of the original launch characters. His current win rate is 53.17%. He's in the top 10 for sure. I want to say he's around top 7 right now, which is pretty good for the goblin. He has a 23% popularity, and I don't know why I wrote this down, but it's a pretty even pick to ban rate. And I don't know if that's healthy for the character or not, but it sounds like it. People are banning him just as much as they're playing him. Okay, hear me out. I want to say Gazlowe used to be classified as a specialist, right? I think so. I'm really stretching the noggin trying to remember anything past last week. So I'm going to go with that. That's my story. Back in the original iteration of the game, he was pretty bad. Then back in March 29th, 2016, that's my Life Appreciation Day, they gave Gazlowe a rework. I want to tell you some of the talents they removed with that rework. Demolitionist. Does anyone even remember what that does? Promote. Call Down Mule, a Abathur exclusive talent in the game right now. Gazlowe used to be a proud owner of that. And it makes sense because he built Orgrimmar. Then we see First Aid, which was like a health potion you could pretty much use on command. Burning Rage, passive area damage. Stone Skin, which was a shield for your character. Fury of the Storm, auto attack, cleaving down the lane. That was actually really good on Gazlowe, just saying. And Hardened Shield, all removed in the same patch. A talent from almost every single tier was touched in that patch, and in fact, multiple talents in some cases. Then I guess the developers decided they didn't like this iteration of Gazlowe. He did see the addition of some new things. I think Clockwork Steamfest was added to his kit back then, which was like an iconic talent for Gazlowe, but I don't think it worked quite the same way as it did after that rework. March 14th, 2017, a year later, we see Gazlowe's second rework. They really wanted to change him after that first one. Then Clockwork Steamfest, at this stage of the game, gives you a quest to auto attack stuff. And then as you auto attack stuff, the duration your turret is spawned on the map would increase. So you could get to the point, as long as you were able to stay in melee range with anything, that Gazlowe would be spawning in massive amounts of turrets all over the map and keeping them alive, pushing back lanes, getting camps with them, doing all kinds of things. And the more turrets you had on the ground, the faster your completion for Clockwork Steamfest would be completed. This was like a pivotal talent for Gazlowe. It was something that almost fit into every single popular build for him and became a staple for him. During this time for Gazlowe, there was actually a ton of build variety. It was kind of wild, or at least I played a bunch of different builds. You had a turret build that you could do. You had a death laser build that you could do. That death laser had to charge on your character. It was like it built up over time, and the reticle for where you were going to shoot kept getting longer until you reactivated the ability to deal damage. So you really had to charge up what you were doing. With this rework, they added in the build where your turrets would also get lasers that you could shoot at stuff, which was really fun and interactive. There was also E-builds where you would focus on dynamite. In fact, most builds in the late game focused on dynamite during this time, where you would get more charges of your E ability to throw down into your wombo combos to make it even more impactful. There was also some fun, cheesy setups you could do that I would do all the time that focused on just reducing the cooldown of your ultimate ability, your Gravel Bomb 3000, because you would put your turrets down in the well, and then you would scrap them inside of the well, and that would tick away at all of your cooldowns, so you could be like this mage who's always just throwing out abilities in every direction. We have such a plethora of different Gazlowe experiences on this channel for you to get lost in. But that was not Gazlowe's final form. On September 8th, 2020, he got his third rework. Is that the most for any character in the game? I kind of think it might be. And I want to say, along this path, we had a specialist Gazlowe. And again, this might be wrong. And then I think when they removed specialist, he became a melee assassin. And then that wasn't working at all. Like, not even a little bit. So they remade Gazlowe to be a bruiser like he is right now. The W ability of yesteryear is gone. Now you just have a set range and set damage, and there's some really cool interactable builds where you generate scrap. There's melee Gazlowe right now still. Robo Goblin still does crazy stuff. Did you know Robo Goblin didn't used to give you damage versus heroes way back in the day? Yeah, they changed that. It was stupid. But Gazlowe's in a great spot, and it brings me so much joy to see him there. I know when those changes came in, I was actually sad for like a week because I fell in love with this character, and I was so afraid that they were ruining him. But then, I gotta be honest, he's still pretty fun. Like, just looking at talents brings me joy. That's how much I like this character. So many good memories on this character. I love him to death. I'm sorry this episode started out so rambly. Hopefully you enjoy the game we're about to go into. And by the way, they're not done nerfing Gazlowe. He just lost 100 HP, a little bit of health regeneration, 2 damage on his rocket turrets, and 5 damage on the death laser in the most recent patch. And he's still at the top of the win rates. Representing up there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the videos. And we are raising money to help sick kids on November 6th with our all-day, 24-hour, I shouldn't say all-day, Extra Life charity live stream. We're going to be doing that on Twitch November 6th, and I hope to see you guys there trying to raise $37,000 this year. Enjoy the video. Goodbye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Towers of Doom today. The friendly team Gazlowe, Rexar, Sylvanas, Azul, and Orphea. The enemy team Greymade, Falstad, Artanis, Samuro, and Maiev. At level 1, we are going to go for Big Game Hunter. Increases maximum scrap by 2. Basic attacks against enemy heroes, mercenaries, or monsters. Accelerate, reduce, reuse, recycle, scrap regeneration by 1.5 seconds. That is a very long tooltip with so very many syllables, but it helps us keep scrap. This build is all about having all the scrap all the time, cycling out as much of the metal that you can hold into things on the ground as often as you can. Our Q ability is the rocket turret. This takes 4 scrap to put down, and we are going to be focusing on these quite a lot of bit in our time in this game. The enemy team trying to engage on me there. We did set down some TNT that did some pretty good damage as they were jumping in. Rexar with a good Misha stun there on the enemy team's Artanis. Unfortunately, I can't move up too far here, but one more laser is going to be more than enough to keep me alive. That wasn't close at all. No, that was fine, my dear. Our death laser, after just a small delay, 0.65 seconds delay, is going to deal damage in a line and heal us for some of the damage that is dealt. Zul wants to defend top. Okay, Guess I'm middle now. I got bullied out of every decision I wanted to do there. I guess I'll hang out here. Our E ability is the Explodium Charge. This is a skill shot stun that happens after a delay. We basically throw out a bomb and then that bomb blows up, not only dealing damage, but stunning anyone inside of that area. This is probably the hardest part of our kit, and by the end of the game, it will be the easiest part of our kit, because if we use it at all later on, it's simply going to deal damage to a really big area, even if we miss the stun. It's like foolproof, dude. It's so easy. Some of you may be wondering, Pally, why aren't you taking camps? You love camps. You get camps all the time. You just always talk about camps. What's going on? Well, Gazlowe actually kind of needs level 4 to make this process go kind of smooth. At level 4, we can pick up a talent that gives us shielding whenever we put a turret down, which means in situations like this, we can actually tank a little bit of damage. Now, of course, all of the projectiles from these mercenaries on this map are totally avoidable, but generally speaking, I would be waiting for this level to move out. Falstad wanted a piece of this until he decided that he did not indeed want a piece of this. I'm going to try to finish this off as my team is doing whatever my team's doing. A laser shot off over here is hopefully more than enough, and it looks like we do end up getting the mercenary camp. Enemy team fell back quite a lot more than I was expecting. Artanis not getting the swap on me, even though I wasn't really fighting it. We'll get the Explodium Charge down on top of the Zul root, and that's a really nice pick up there. Just as the objective is coming up, too. That's a beautiful time for a kill. Enemy team's Greymane's hanging out in the middle lane. We're just going to put some TNT down on the lane, trying to clear it out. Rexar moving down for the channel, sending Misha in to watch him do it. Nice, bro. The enemy team's Maiev actually going to be able to move in to interrupt that, and I am most definitely dead this time, right? Nope. Shield when you put turrets down, bro. It can go a long way. It looks like we were able to get the channel there, although I wasn't as impactful there as I wanted to be. It's okay. We're coming up pretty fast on level 7. At level 7, we are going to be picking up the Goblin Fusion. This is when you can just kind of go team fight all of the time. If you ever feel like fighting something, literally just start walking it down from this point on. Because after we put down our turrets, which are generating shields for us, we can then use our laser, and if we hit an enemy, we get all of that scrap back. Look at that beautiful Explodium Charge, too, securing a kill on Greymane as he was trying to run away. Rexar with the stun means I can put down 2 more turrets, which are going to continuing to fire off at our enemies, and you can already see how this beautiful plan is starting to spiral out of control already. We're going to use our retreat, reduce, reuse, recycle just to break down those turrets and try to get some new ones here. Looks like the friendly team actually secured some pretty big kills down at the bottom lane. Zul and Sylvanas both pushing down there, which is beautiful. They're going to be able to get quite a lot done. Maiev has gone missing. We see Samuro in the lane right now, pushing in towards our Rexar friend. However, as long as they don't rotate up to me, we should be totally fine. In fact, these might be the camps Gazlowe's the worst at taking, because all of these guys are just going to focus your turrets and kill them super quickly. It's kind of obnoxious, actually. We do need to get down to the objective. I am very far away. My team has every right to be mad at me at this point, but we do clear top, get that pushing in a little bit further. And at level 10, we are going to grab the Gravel Bomb 3000, one of my favorite abilities in the entire video game. I absolutely love it. I'm just going to casually walk away from everything that's happening here. Gravel Bomb on top of this, laser into it as well, catching both Maiev and Artanis there. We're going to cause our turrets to focus on Maiev as she was trying to run away and secure those kills. No problem, Gazlowe smile. Gazlowe smile's the creepiest fucking smile. Is he actually smiling, or is that just his face shape? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. The friendly team not only controlling the bottom lane by killing off that fort down there, but also getting that mercenary camp as well. The enemy team pretty much has to respond to this, which means if we want to have an aggressive play right now, we could do something stupid. Let's make it happen. Hey, we have to do crazy plays every now and then to get you guys to hit the like button. It's really not that crazy. We force their hand down in the bottom lane, and then we take this thing up here. The enemy team also doesn't have level 10s. Falstad moving up to check what was going on. He started to smell something fishy, but not able to capitalize on any of this. They are about to get their heroics, though, so let's be mindful of that. I'm going to put a turret down and have it focus this wall. Put another turret down over here. Thought it was going to be a little bit closer to the actual building. All right, I'm chilling. I'm waiting on scrap at this point. Next objective is going to be down in the middle of the map. I hope I'm not taking a stupid way down. If they keep chasing, I mean, these are just... No, focus. Do the right thing, Pally. Let's go. Let's move it. We do see the enemy team's Maya hanging out in the middle lane. She still has her damage immunity, so I'm not even going to try to hit her with anything. Rexar moving down to the bottom, going for the interrupt on. Can he do it? The boar is out. I'm going to graviton this shit all day long. All right, bottom lane's cleared. The friendly team moving into the middle is hopefully going to secure that, or at least thwarting the enemy team from moving in at this point. Things are looking good. Gazlowe smile. We'll clear bottom lane with a little bit of TNT as we are rotating up to our allies. Turrets down on the back line. We're going to tell them all to focus Falstad whenever he's in range. If he moves up again or does something like that, we could hit him with lasers. Samaro's right here. Oh, he dodged that. Well done. I like to go for superior schematics here. It is no longer the popular choice at all. I just think having your turrets be able to shoot more targets is really fun and engaging. And I like that it helps me take mercenary camps faster. And it helps me push lanes slightly quicker. There are other options at this level that are good, though. The attack speed one builds beautifully into the melee build for Gazlowe, as you might imagine. And the overcharge capacitors actually gives you a pretty good spell power bonuses if you're landing good combos like I am. It's a build that really complements it quite well. We are 3 levels ahead of our adversaries right now. Let's see if we can get some lane clear in the middle lane here. Oh, didn't go for the swap. I thought I was walking right into it. Instead, decides to swap me. Now we can laser back in, drop turrets for some survivability. And you guessed it. It's time for the grab-a-bomb 3000! Oh, didn't get the laser off. Come on, just hit him one time. Perfect. Literally half a second left on that cast. Not even half a second. It was milliseconds left on this death laser cast. If the death laser landed, I would have been healed back up. Then I would have gotten scrap because of that talent that we picked. I could have dropped another turret down and continued to trade into our adversaries, no problem. I literally just needed half a second there. Unfortunate. But hey, we've been getting away with just a sliver of health over and over in this game. I feel like I actually deserved that one. They deserved catching me. We do have 17 seconds left on that cooldown. That's one of the most beautiful things about it. It is super duper forgiving. You can cast it all the time, only a 60-second cooldown. We also picked up the arc reactor. This is what makes our E ability incredibly easy to use. Whenever we throw out our Explodium Charge, it's simply going to spawn some miniature turrets at that location as well. Let's laser into that on Gray Main. Pretty good damage there. If the enemy team... Ooh. They are still technically, I don't think I'll be able to get it in time. There's my stun. Here's the grab-a-bomb just to catch for the friendly team. Into a laser, into more turrets. I didn't have the Explodium Charge there that time, obviously, but still secured that kill with crowd control. Friendly team's looking like they're in a pretty positive position at the moment as well. If Falstad wants to move up, we'll let him. Let's just throw some turrets his way. Again, these just, or throw a stun his way. They just spawn turrets that shoot for free. It's just literally free damage on a cooldown that can't miss. If anything is in the same zip code, it's guaranteed to get value. It's so ridiculous, actually. We do siege down the middle tower for the enemy team. They only have 1 tower remaining. They aren't really moving on capitalizing bottom. In fact, Falstad might be on his way now. He has shock and awe. So if we can get him to dodge with a barrel roll, we can catch him with our combo kind of easy. He's not taking the bait, though. He's not taking the bait. Let's not forget he has a movement speed increase at the end of that, too. Let me get this globe. Oh, 2 people here. That's a little scarier. Laser towards the minion wave to get guaranteed heals. Stun on top of that as well. As they're moving in, we put down our turrets to protect us. That's the real Samuro. 4 members of the enemy team now gathering down here. We're getting guaranteed damage, and they decide to back up. Never mind, they're going in. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of damage. I really thought they were leaving. That's okay. We drew their attention to us instead of retaking the buildings as the friendly team grabs boss, and we own all of their possessions. It looks like this one is going to be GG. Wow, maybe I should play at weird times more. I played on the weekend last time, and that was like an excellent game. Dude, I don't think I've ever played as good as I did in that garage video. I was actually so proud of that. Then this one, I'm recording at 2:45. I was literally about to go to bed, and I was like, well, what if we just queue up one time? What if we just queue up one time? 41% of team fight damage soaked. Yeah, they really wanted me. What can I say? Talents we went for in today's video: Big Game Hunter, Rocket, Socket, Goblin Fusion, Gravel Bomb 3000, Superior Schematics, Arc Reactor, and at level 20, I simply would have gotten the bigger AoE on Gravel Bomb so I could combo people inside of it even more often. One of my favorite playstyles in the entire game. One of my favorite playstyles in any MOBA I've ever played. I think Gazlowe is such a great character, and I haven't recorded the intro for him yet, as what's been customary with these episodes for some reason. I do the recording and editing process all backwards, it feels like, but he has such a special place in my heart, and I'm so happy to share this video with you guys. Appreciate you being here. We'll be back soon with a look at Genji, a character I have no idea how to play, but we've been working on it recently. Maybe we'll get him to the gold ring before we do that. Take care, guys. Have a great day. See you again soon. Goodbye.